Dr. Stone is generally known for its hilarious gag panels, but damn, this chapter was on a different level altogether. This was so damn hilarious. But hello and welcome to WhyZ. My name is Soham and today we are going to talk about Dr. Stone Manga chapter 173. Now, if you're new here, then please consider subscribing to the channel since I do weekly anime and manga related content along with Dr. Stone reviews. Also, we're trying to hit 5,000 subscribers by the end of 2020, so a like and sub would be massively appreciated. With that being said, let's begin the video. Now of course, we start the chapter with the revelation from last week that Senko and gang are about to make motorcycles or motorbikes. This is something very unique and very interesting, and of course this is really fun as well, but the obvious question in everyone's mind right now is why are they not utilizing the Panama Canal? Now there are a couple of things that need to be considered before talking about Panama Canal. The Panama Canal, as far as I know, is not a natural water body. It is being operated by humans, like there are two particular gates which needs to be opened at the same time. So over the course of these thousands of years, it might be very possible that this particular canal has been blocked off because of debris or other stuff, and the gates have become existentially non-usable. So that is probably the reason why they are not utilizing the Panama Canal. Maybe we'll get a reference or information about this in the future chapters, but currently the plan for Senko and gang is to use bikes, 6 motorbikes, in order to travel across the central South America. This is really going to be fun, and the biggest challenge for them currently is not to make the bike in itself, but rather to acquire rubber. Even Zeno says that it was very difficult for his group to acquire rubber, and they had to think of roundabouts like using those glass balls or stuff for their tires. This was a nice callback to their aircraft moment, and this was something which I really enjoyed. And here it explains the importance of rubber in a very important manner and how rubber is basically a building block for modern scientific world. Moreover, it was really awesome to see both Zeno and Senku on the same page. Even though they are technically having different thoughts and different ideologies, but it was really awesome to see both of them going gaga over the effects of rubber, like how important rubber is. Both of them were thinking of what all things they could potentially make after they discovered rubber. This was really awesome in my opinion. In the meantime, there are some more shenanigans with Dr. Chelsea as well. Zeno outright asks her if she wants to join his team, but Dr. Chelsea refuses, saying that Senku's team is much more fun because of the adventuring aspect. Moreover, she is indebted to Senku and Kaseki for giving her the spectacles. So this was some really nice bit of interaction in my opinion, and this character, this Chelsea character, she is really cute. Her manga paneling is really looking cute. Like it's cuter than even Suika. So I really don't know if this character will eventually turn out to be a villain or not, but currently she's on par with Senku and she joins the Kingdom of Science. And of course she will help them in the endeavor to find rubber. Also, something very interesting comes up here when Ukyo says that they are being tracked by Perseus. We see a new guy on Perseus from Team Stanley, who is actually a military guy, and he's operating the radar there on Perseus, and they have pinpointed the location of Senku's team. And Perseus, being a bigger and more powerful ship, is about to reach them in just a nightfall. So the situation is very dire for Team Senku, and there are some more interactions and scientific talk here and there, both from Team Senku as well as Team Stanley. Senku explains the radar stuff once again to Kohaku, and I really like the interaction between Senku and Kohaku. I mean, in the beginning, how Kohaku was introduced and how she is now, and the entire stuff was really good in my opinion. I don't generally ship characters, but this is one particular ship which I still want to see happen in the future, but that's beside the point. But what happens here is that Team Senku needs a strategy or a power-up in order to avoid Stanley, because currently they cannot confront Team Stanley one-on-one. And in order to find rubber or in order to acquire rubber, they will need a little time. Like even at their top speed, they will need a day or two in order to collect the rubber from the trees. So they don't really have the luxury of that much time at hand. And Perseus is approaching them and Stanley is on the verge of killing them as well. So what is going to happen here? In the meantime, Senko's group takes a stop at the land. They are acquiring a little firewood in order to facilitate with their fuel and everything. This is when Dr. Chelsea says something. She says that how she weaved this huge ass cloth after she had woken up because she wanted to make the kite for the help sign. This plot is conveniently brought forth and Senku, Zeno and everyone is just surprised by this because this is exactly the thing that they wanted. They needed sails and not just a normal cloth, huge cloth in order to facilitate or speed up their particular boat. And that's exactly what's happening here. They tie this particular cloth or this particular kite in front of the boat, and this increases the speed of the boat to a tremendous extent. There's some scientific stuff involved here obviously, and Zeno explains how a smaller boat would facilitate this particular cloth or this particular kite, and how this is similar to yacht racing, and how this particular kite will help them in speeding up their boat. But this is not an easy task, and once again this is the character part of Senku which I really love. He acknowledges the strengths of other people. He is not your average typical shonen protagonist who says that I'm the best, I'm the only best person here, but he acknowledges the efforts and skill set of other people. He says that he has the most capable pilot at hands in the form of Ryusu, and he has the power in the form of Taiju. I really like this bit of interaction between him and Zeno, and this shows the difference between both these guys. Even though they are super smart scientists, but their thought process is totally different. And on the other hand, Team Stanley is absolutely flabbergasted because on the radar they can see that Team Senku is just speeding up and it's not possible for them, and they're just wondering how could such a small boat speed up so fast. This is just beyond their comprehension. So this was a really nice chapter in my opinion. Last week I was kind of disappointed with the Deus Ex Machinas that were going on everywhere, and yeah, it kind of continues this chapter as well, especially how conveniently they find that kite and all, and how that speeds up their boat. But overall, in the grand scheme of things, this was pretty nice. I really like the way the story is moving forward so far. I want a little bit of more explanation in regards to Chelsea and the stuff which is going on here. And one more thing which I want to talk about here. The stone marks or the depetrification marks are getting more and more ridiculous to now. I mean, yeah, I understand that it makes them look cooler, but this guy, this new guy, this military guy who was introduced here behind the radar, he had an entire sun-like mark in the middle of his face. I know it makes him look really intimidating and all, but it has kind of gone overboard now. I really liked the bit with Tsukasa and everyone, but now it's just going over the top. And I don't know if I'm liking it that much or not. Don't get me wrong, the character design looks really amazing. It looks really intimidating as well. But currently those stone marks or depetrification marks, it kind of look cartoony now. And I don't know if I like it that much or not. But these were my views on Dr. Stone Manga chapter 173. What are your thoughts on it? Please mention them in the comment section below. So that's it for today guys, thank you so much for watching. Please give this video a thumbs up if you like it, share it with your friends and subscribe to the channel for more. This is WhyZ and I'll see you soon in the next video.